Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. We're going to work on Birthday Jubilee. So these are fun. These little dies make these. I haven't punched out all of these yet. And then they make another one with like a little cutout in it. So the flowers that I colored Monday night, I cut that out, and this is what I'm going to do with it. So I pre-did these in seafoam. Yeah, and they go this way. So I'm going to glue them down and leave a little bit of space on the bottom because I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. Okay, so let's get that down. Hi, Susie. Who else is there with you? There's like 5 people I see, but they're in hiding. Hi, Stacy. So we've got this one. So this is 5 by 3 3/4, my usual. And then this one I butted right up to the other one. I think there's enough glue on it. It's raining down here in Florida. My dog was out there shivering because there was some thunder. Hi, Becky and Marlene and Lou. Hi, Echo. Okay, so we've got that down. And now the other one, I didn't color as much. So yeah, I guess it can go that way, or maybe that way, that way, that way. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. And don't worry, I am going to color something tonight, but I wanted to show you what I figured out with the flower I colored the other night. Hi, Dawn and Betty and Dion. Judy. And I have to see if I laid it down here the way I said I wanted it. The other one I didn't color as much. And this one, I could have cut some of it off, but I left it larger. Figure they don't have to be exactly alike, the cards. I think I got them all. So, about like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this 1/2-inch strip. And if I don't make it, I did pre-stamp one. Huh, I was not taking any chances. And I want the VersaFine so it's nice and crisp. And if I stamp it good, I may take the other one anyway because I know that one's dry. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit so it's closer to me. And cross your fingers, hold your breath. I could have done the Stamparatus, but not bad. Look at that. Almost perfect, I'd say, but I am going to take the dry one. So what I did is just kind of trimmed it and then I centered it there. And I'm going to just do that with a scissor because I'm lazy. And then this is going to go down flat. And that was also the sea foam. So that's going to go right there. And then on the layer of yellow, and I could not decide, did I want black? Did I want purple? I had everything cut and then kept changing it and then went with the yellow. Okay, and then that goes on to some soft sea foam. Hi, Belinda. So I started a new YouTube page, or I should say another one, that I'm going to do my other coloring on and keep my Stampin' Up separate. So that's called Coloring with Gail Sue. So I'll be on that one on Saturday. So here are those two cards. So this one's smaller, this one had a little extra. But they're pretty. I might put some dazzle somewhere on it. Oh, I know what I forgot. I didn't even lose them. I just forgot them sitting here. Usually I lose them. We got to put a little greenery in there, just a little. So these also, there's 2 different dies that come with it. And it's easy to add them in when you have it popped up. I might only have room for 2. My husband's watching racing and I can hear the cars. Sounds like they're racing through my living room. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it up there as a second one. That's better. Okay, so that one's done. So let me put that aside. And then, so the package that I had the other night of that DSP, that'll be out next month, and it's called Pleased as Punch. And next month is just a couple days away. So I have, look at that, retired ribbon. I think it's retired. So I pre-stamped this and cut it out. And I need this little stamp, and I need the words. And this can go somewhere else. Try to keep myself a little organized for a change. So I'm going to lower this, and we're going to do some coloring. That like looks like too bright or something. Let me get rid of that light. That's better. Is that better? Okay. Okay, so I'm using the blends. And I have the dark and light Calypso. So I'm going to take the dark, and I'm really not doing shading. This is like straight coloring on this. So the dark is going to go in there. So just to show you that you don't always have to, whoops, do shading. And then I'm going to color that flower in. Squeak, squeak. I don't want to hurt Lou's ears. I'm trying to go light. But unless these are new, I cannot use the other brush tip on them. They are just Yuck. They get all shredded. So I'm going to go around this one. And then this one too, the same way. All right, so then I'm going to take the dark, no, the light pretty peacock. And I'm going to go, what did I do? This. I did these little ones. And I think I did the center. Yes, I did the center here and this. So you're just kind of touching that. If you have too heavy a hand, your ink is going to go like everywhere. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted it in that one. Let's see. I don't think I can change it, but I don't think it'll be that noticeable. And you guys won't tell. All right, so then I'm going to do, and these are just like 4 little circles. So I have the light, and then I'm going to come back with the dark and do that one and that one. And inside of something I was going to do. What was I going to do? Oh, inside of that with the dark. All right, and then the leaves. Easy peasy. Hi, Heidi. So this one is, which one is this? The light. So I'm actually going to color the whole thing in and then throw in a little dark. Like sometimes it's like whichever one is in my hand is which one I do first. I still think there's like it's too bright or something. Let me try something. I don't know if that's going to change it. That's probably going to make it worse. It might be my overhead light. I don't know. I'm having difficulties in this room. It's good for you? All right, so then I'm going to take the dark and just put a little bit in there. So you don't always have to be like shading and being fussy, and I had to go do that though, didn't I? Because now I have to like blend it a little bit. And that's going to dry lighter. Okay, so basically that's done. So now we're going to take that piece of DSP, and I cut that 3 by 5.5. So that goes right in the center of the card. So let's put that on. Right in the center, and that's as straight as it's gonna get. Let me set these up with a few dimensionals. You know what? I'm going to try putting this one back on and shut off my overhead. Because maybe it's only me. I think that's better. Okay, so that's ready. So then these I cut out in white, and these are the ones with the little space, indentation, circle, something. So that is also going to go basically in the middle. Whoa. They had their too much caffeine. So Sunday, I'll be doing another drawing. I have 3 more tipsies left. So I will be doing Sunday drawing. Oh. It's like such a gentle rain. I can hear it. All right, so I'm going to leave like a little bit of space between the two. And that should have been a little lower, but it's not. But it's going to be fine. Okay, then I'm going to take Celebrating You is the Best. And again, I'm going to use the VersaFine so it's nice and crisp. Oh, it's like Archie Bunker's house, if you can hear the toilet flush. And that's going to go right in the middle there. It's pretty. Okay, then this. Something's wrong. I only used 4 dimensionals. So that's going to go right there. And then I'm going to take this twine. I'm going to double up on it. And I'm going to cut it there. And just tie a quick bowsy. Aw, thanks, Lou. So after you do that, you just want to adjust it to where you want it. And then we'll trim it a little bit more. Okay, so I am going to take a glue dot. And then that's going to go right there. And then trim these. Like that. So that's the front. And then all I did for the inside, where's the other? You should be proud of me that I'm doing an inside, because I very rarely do. All right, that's wet. I got too dark on one side. All right, so it's just, whoops. So just, yeah, it's still wet. Oh yeah, it's wet. Let me just hit it with the blower for a moment. So again, I'm just throwing some color in. It's called Simple. Simple and sloppy. And just a little bit on the leaf. And then the center I'll just do with the light again. And then you can stamp something there, but I usually don't, unless I don't want to write a whole long thing. So that's the inside. It's pretty, isn't it? So this one, I actually, and I'll show you, right from the catalog, which I hardly ever do anymore. But that's why we call these catalogs, not just a catalog, it's an idea book and catalog. Oh, goodness. If I can find it, there it is. So it was basically similar to that. Nope, not that one. It was in the front. It was in the front somewhere. Here. So the only thing I did different, I used different paper, even though it's similar. And I didn't put this thing, and I moved the bow to the bottom, and I don't have that ribbon. So it just shows you can change things up. Okay. So last card, I brought in another set. Now this is a celebration set that you can earn. I think this one is if you're a host. Like if you host a show, you can get this one. So it's pretty. Pretty. So we're going to color these. And then put the card together. So I'm using Light and Dark Poppy Parade. So I'm going to start in the wings and do some dark. And then I'm going to put some on his little butt. Okay, then I'm going to take the light, and I'm just blending in two colors. So again, this is like really quick coloring. Which is what's good about the blends. They match the papers and the ink. Okay, so then I took Petal Pink. And this is the dark Petal Pink. And I colored in his little face. And again, no shading, just colored it in. His little arms and his little feet. Okay, so then I took the gray, which is light smoky slate. And I brought in from the sides and a little bit under his neck. And then I took the blender, and just blend that out. And that's going to make like a lighter shade in the center. Just dragging some out. And then it looks like I've added a lighter color, but I really haven't. So it gives them some dimension, if you can see it. Okay, so for the flower, I took dark Calypso Coral. No, I didn't. I used Cajun Craze. So I used light Cajun Craze and just colored in the center a little bit. And then I took dark Mango Melody and blended around that. So then I have the dark and light Daffodil Delight. So I just so I'm going to do like 3 petals at a time. You want to come around where one petal would go over the other. And I need another one already. Wonder if I have another one here. Maybe. Light Daffodil. Let's see if this one is the newer one or the old one. Because I think the last time I said, I got to throw this out, I didn't. No, they're like both kind of had it. Maybe from there. All right, so I'm going to try and get some light all over here. Wet it, and maybe it'll blend a little easier. Let's try that. See, the dark is always fine because you don't use that as much as you use the light for blending. And these aren't refillable, so you almost sometimes, for some of the light colors, you know, you have to buy 2 at a time. Although I have thrown alcohol into them to make them last a little bit longer. All right, so I'm going to call that like done. So I'm just going to go down the stem. Is this the light or the dark? The light. I need the air conditioning on. It's hot in here. And then go back to the light. And then that's going to dry lighter. I'm just going to put what's on there? A touch there. So, now that they're colored, I'm going to cut them out. Ta-da! See how fast I did that? Okay, so I've cut one of those in the soft sea foam, and then there's a little die that makes this, so I did that on each side and then put it through the new weave folder, the basket weave. And I'm going to mount that on Poppy Parade. Stampin' blends are sold as single light and darks 2-pack combos, but they don't sell the whole big set like they did. Yeah, that is true. But it kind of makes it good for somebody who just wants to, you know, build them up or just get a few. I mean, if you get the light and the dark, it's, you know, $9. They work out like $4.50 a piece. Which, you know, isn't bad, but then you have to throw them away. But like I said, they are great for, you know, beginners, and they match all the papers. So, I mean, that's a plus. Okay, so that's going to go there. Right there. Then I'm going to take the flower . I could come up again a little bit. So I'm going to take the flower and put that about like that. We're going to put a couple dimensionals on our little ladybug. And these will have dies that'll just be available for February. So that's going to go there. Now I've got to find, I got it. Okay, so we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday anymore. Rainy in the 30s in Arkansas. No, it's not that cold here. It's kind of nice. Woo! All right, I just want to dry that a little bit. Because I didn't think to make another one like I did the other one. Oops. All right, so I'm going to trim that to about that. And a little off of that side. Then I'm going to take the red marker. I'll take the dark, whoops. Now I want the brush tip. And I'm going to go around. And on this one, I don't care if it bleeds in. So if you want it to bleed in, just like hold it on your paper, you know, go slower and drag it. Then it kind of looks like you've layered it. So I'm going to pop that up as well. It's stuck on me. And I'm just going to layer that right there. And then I have these. So I'm going to add a couple of those. That one's kind of off its rocker. Let's try another one. And, oh, I still have to glue it to this. And then I'll show you the one I did first that I didn't layer. So this is the first one I did. And I think this just pops better, putting that Poppy Parade under it. So let me bring everything back. That, and I lost it. Nope, I got it. What's a video with Gail that I don't lose something? I mean, really? Okay, so there are my 3 cards, and I will be back on Sunday. And remember, Saturday I'll be doing my coloring, and that's on Coloring with Gail Sue on YouTube. And Facebook, I'll be back on Sunday night with You Know My Motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. So I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me.